Wow. Oh my God. I just finished up a facial. I can't get over that this is crazy. Hi guys, welcome to this week's weekly vlog in Seattle. I'm very excited to be home. I just finished a facial at like a new spot, and I had heard about this place on TikTok where they have you put your face in the computer camera box and it scans your face and it tells you what age you are. I am younger for my age, though I do have UV damage, which makes sense. With like my elasticity and wrinkles, I am about 5 years younger, which is really exciting. But with UV damage, sunspots and stuff, I'm a little bit older than my average age group. I just spent a week in very, very sunny Chicago. I did try to apply, but it's just difficult with like running around, sweating, being hot and miserable, swimming, trying the best that you can. But yeah, I heard about this place on TikTok a while ago, and so I booked it because I thought the scanning would be really fascinating, and the way that they really cater your results just really intrigued me. I put down a deposit for this, and then I needed to reschedule it a couple of times because some things had popped up, and every time I rescheduled it was at least a month or two down the way. They just book up so fast, which makes sense. It is a smaller little place. I'm actually in quite the residential area. I was a little nervous coming up, looking this on the map and being like, these are just like a bunch of houses. I'm in like the Bothell area, about 20 to 30 minutes outside of Seattle. But inside, yeah, there was, I think they can do 3 people at a time. So not the biggest place, and that makes sense why they'd be booked out so far in advance. But my God, I am very excited by these results. I do have a couple fine lines that I'm a little curious about, and I think it's mainly a dehydration issue. The past 2 peels that I've gotten definitely has lightened 111 that I have. I imagine it's from the side that I sleep on. But yeah, they did the skin scanning results. I had someone kind of walk through the results with me, talking about all the different markers and a game plan, and I got that all emailed to me, which is very exciting. And then there was microdermabrasion, the most intense, beautiful, amazing lymphatic massage of like the décolletage and the face, which was just so fabulous. A mask, one of those like nice juicy ones, and then some serums and probably other stuff that I'm missing. It was very enjoyable. I can definitely see myself rebooking here again. This was fabulous. Oh man. So for the rest of this week, I got back from Chicago on Monday. Yesterday I was kind of doing admin and resting, which is kind of like my favorite things to do, where it's just like moving all my photos around, writing out my to-do list, unpacking laundry, and watching a bunch of movies, which we can talk about later. But yeah, for this week, I'm just trying to gear up for, like, I'm trying to get back on track from all of the traveling I've been doing, and I'm trying to gear up. I'm having more family come to visit next week. So trying to plan all that stuff out and get my house in order for it, and also relax and get on top of things. Lots of things to do. So whatever fun stuff I get up to, I will be sure to bring you guys to. think it's probably been a week and a half at least since I've chatted with y'all last. I wanted to just sit down and chat with y'all while getting ready real quick. I think the last thing that I talked to you guys about was my facial, which I loved. Such really fun information. I've been loving chatting with people about it. So last week was supposed to be kind of getting everything ready for family to come visit, but then I had some impromptu things happening in Phoenix, so I did a very last minute 4 or 5 day trip out there. Did some family things, went swimming, probably got more color. And I haven't been out to Phoenix in the summer in a long while. And it actually wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. To be fair, it did only get up to like 105, I think, at the highest. And in that environment and lifestyle, like it is a dry heat, which is something I didn't really appreciate until I've gone to places in the high 90s, 100s with thick humidity like North Carolina. Toronto last year was quite humid. And with the lifestyle that is living out in Phoenix, you aren't really escaping air conditioning for too often of times, which is just so ultimately unsustainable. And then after that, I came home and had family come visit for a week, which was fun. Did a lot of touristy things. I can't believe this. I've gone whale watching numerous times. That actually turns out really nice. I'm using cream products, but trying to be, I don't know, a little like light and gentle with it, trying to just be like natural summery with it. So I'm using brushes for my cream bronzer and cream blushes. And yeah, it's looking kind of cute. But yes, I've gone whale watching numerous times. I think the quick count I did was at least 6 or 7. And this was the first time that I had Nova whale sightings. It's crazy because the time of year that we went, middle of July, is just peak season for them to be in the Puget Sound. The tour that we went on does give you half off on your next visit. So hopefully the next time that family comes out, we can go again. But it was just so, and you know, thankfully they enjoyed the boat ride. They're from a landlocked area, so it was still like a different and fun experience for them. But it's still just so sad. And yeah, just really lovely being out in the city in the summer. I feel like I haven't been home a lot this year, this month. I have this evening, I'm getting lunch with a friend who is actually moving out of state. So definitely wanted to make time to see them, and trying out a new Italian place or pizza place, which is really good. Tomorrow I'll be catching up with a friend I haven't seen in a little bit just because of our travels, and just getting lunch with her. And I have trip planning and just a lot of work to catch up on. I believe we have a friend of a friend coming from out of town who will be doing a karaoke night on Friday. Saturday I'm celebrating my dad's birthday. We'll be doing Jurassic Park, maybe tackling some things in my garden, trying out some new food for him. My dad's never had pesto, which is interesting, but he also recently discovered musubi, which is so cute. So I'm hoping maybe one of those two things will be like his birthday dinner or lunch. If I have enough time and energy, there's a swim club I want to go to Friday morning. There is a garden pop-up bar thing that happens on Sundays. Like, we'll see. Next week I'm just very excited to kind of be home in a little bit of a routine. Today I got my nails done, which I do miss the red that I've been rocking the past couple weeks, but I did want to try something fun and bright and different and colorful, and these definitely do the trick. I don't think I'll go back to this though. And I am sad how short they had to do because a couple of my nails did break, but these are good for now. I'm moving to Saskatchewan. This has been quite a patchy weekly vlog. I've just been collecting clips throughout probably months at this point, just with how fun-filled summer is, of course. So I want to kind of do a couple things and wrap up this video. Mainly, right now I'm in a parking garage. I really want to get trail runner shoes for my hike on Saturday. We're doing a Mount Rainier hike in Sunrise in an area in an area that shouldn't be really popular in the parks. I've been seeing so many TikTok clips of just how packed Mount Rainier is, specifically at Paradise on the weekends. So not going to that area, not going to a Sunrise proper, I guess. We're going to some back roads. My friend will be driving her SUV for higher clearance. Anyway, long and the short of it, that will be its own video. I'm really excited. This has been a hike I've been wanting to do for a while, and it shouldn't be too crazy. I think it's long, but it's flat, and I'm hoping the end point is to like a meadow. I'm hoping that trail runners will help with my feet pain and plantar fasciitis. I've been dealing with plantar fasciitis for probably the past like 3 years, and recently I spoke about it briefly in my Kelly Butte hiking vlog. I think my current hiking boots are not doing well. I've just been noticing a lot of feet pain with them, which just makes me feel ancient, because I think I cut this out for brevity, but I bought those shoes because of how they looked and not really cared about any of the specs, besides them being higher ankle. And when I purchased them, I just knew a lot less about shoes in general, hiking shoes and feet and my feet. So lots of learning. So I'm excited to try trail runners. I do want to get like a thick cushion. I think I'm going to get the Hoka's. So I'm at an REI. The really fun one in downtown Seattle. I think it's the flagship store. So I thought I'd bring you guys along. We'll go shoe shopping, and pick up some shoes for my hike tomorrow. And then the rest of this evening, I have been really enjoying kind of the slower summer feelings of just like watching movies in the evening. And yeah, I've just been doing a lot. So play hard, rest hard, you know. I really think I irked myself. My last couple hikes that I've done, I feel like I've had to recover from, which is annoying, but, you know, we gotta do what the body says, so we'll go home and watch, probably a horror movie, hopefully, because the lights will be out and we can watch something, spooky. In a way, I'm so ready for fall. Last week was so autumnal, this week is not, so I need to stay in the summer mood, though I do want to make my autumn bucket list, but no. Mount Rainier, summertime. Movie in the park tomorrow. Summer. But first, shoes. It was kind of busy in there. But very fun. I've acquired some Hoka's. I used to actually work for customer service for Hoka years and years ago, and I had one of their trail runners that I did like. I wonder if it was the same style, because it was one of those with the big chunky heels. So I did go ahead and get a trail runner style with a massive heel. I tried them on and it was like walking on clouds. I'm a little curious to see how they will be on uneven uphill terrain, like having to go up rocks. But I believe they are good for gravel and a little bit of technical. That's why I think this hike this weekend will be such a great test for him. But yeah, walking around, I was like, wow, I am on air. I really wanted to get something super cushioned, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'll definitely give you guys an update in a weekly vlog, and 100% this will be talked about in my Mount Rainier hike video. But yeah, REI super fun and cool and cute. This is the flagship store, so they have like bike trails and areas where you can like pack your backpack and just a lot of really cool stuff in there. I didn't really need anything. I'm trying to lighten up the load with my packing. I feel like I take too much stuff. My last hike, my bag was so heavy, mostly due to camera equipment, but yeah, trying to lighten the load, have a lot of cushion and support for the shoes. So I'm going to head home and figure out what movie I want to watch this evening.
It's been a while, Ted.
I know. I'm sorry.
been trying to settle back into things.
I've noticed I've just gotten so, not even tan, just red the past little bit. Want to try and be more protective with the skin. Ugh, it's just that time of year where you're kind of just over drenching yourself in sunscreen, but it's super necessary. And yeah, speaking of, I gotta grab some of my favorite, I think this is my third or fourth bottle, the Biore UV Aqua Rich. Only SPF 30, but it is like close to 7 p.m. So it really should only be like another hour or so of sunshine because I'm going out for movies at the Space Needle. I saw this thing on TikTok or Instagram or whatnot, and yeah, Friday nights the Space Needle is hosting free movies. So my friends and I picked a time that we were free. We're playing Wicked tonight, so it should be very fun. I haven't seen Wicked. I didn't really have the biggest desire, but I think Wicked in a park setting like this is just perfect. Should hopefully be colorful. I do remember a lot of criticism when the movie came out about it being kind of like a dull looking movie, but something kind of easy to digest, like a musical where there'll be a lot of talking and people walking around, and it should just be more of a fun time rather than a cinematic analytic experience. So I thought it would be fun just to go in with a little bit of makeup, try and cover up some of these spots that I have. None of my foundation matches. So really just looking for concealer to blend out. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Gripping Primer. I haven't really used primer the past couple years, but I wonder if it'll help specifically in the hotter months when, you know, everything's just hot and sweaty. And like I said, I'm not wearing a lot of foundation tonight, but yeah, it might be nice. I haven't really tried a gripping primer before. I think I've used this once. So yeah, that is no way. This is ghostly pale. My friend came to visit from Florida, and I feel like I'm super tan right now. And like my other PNW friends next to her, it was just crazy. We're so white. We're so pale. Darn. I don't know. Oh, here's my other. So we'll go in. Just a little touch-ups. Maybe a little brightening under the eye and call it a day. Really brush that out. Oh my god, it's so pale. No. That is so pale. I'm gonna just go in and try and warm up mainly the cheeks. Usually this time of year, I don't wear a lot of makeup. I just maybe put on some mascara, but I wanted to try out a red lip tonight, and I do like to try and kind of tone down a little bit of the redness with a red lip. I know there's the whole red lip theory where if you have a red lip and nothing else on, the red lip will kind of be a focal point distraction, but I saw these Smush matte lip balms on TikTok, and I have somehow collected 3 colors. I wanted to get this color from the swatches that I saw online, but the first time I went and picked it up, they didn't. They only had like this color. This is Sweat Sesh. It's definitely like a springy pink for me, especially on my complexion. So I do like it. I will wear it, but I do think I like this Snuggle Season shade a lot more. I feel like this is a very Your Lips But Better color on me. Nice kind of sophisticated dusty rose. And especially with autumn coming up, I really like this finish, this kind of dusty matte finish. And then lastly, I want to go in with Sassy Stuff. This is the red, and I'm just going in without a liner. I've heard people kind of suggest going in with a liner. I really want this to be effortless. I know it takes work to make things look effortless, but I just apply. But I think I like how dusty they can look. So for the thing that we're going for today, I found this while I was looking for the NYX Smushy Lip Balms, is the Maybelline Stay Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint. I feel like tints have gotten really popular, and honestly, a lot of the ones that I see online, I don't really find flattering, but especially the peely ones, those I really can't get into. And this is in the shade July Forever. I'm gonna head to the store, pick up some movie snacks, and then head downtown to movie at the Space Needle. Should be really fun. I'm excited.
Really? No, I'm not. I was like, no, when you grabbed it, I was like, no, I can't. Like, inside, like, inside. No, I